Good morning. Hope you're all doing well today. We're certainly doing good over here. I think we're third day on this water. It's looking fantastic. My glass looks like it's starting to need a clean. I'm getting some biofilm build up. But it's not too bad yet, but I got to get in there and scrub this forward glass so we continue to get a good picture. We're in that early light mode. I've given them a little bit of kibble, and I don't really have too much to discuss today, but I guess one thing I'd like to talk about is this participation trophy culture here on YouTube. It's kind of out of hand. You can't offer constructive criticism to anyone without a bunch of woke losers like losing their head and being like, "What? Why didn't you call someone?" First of all, I didn't call the guy out. Okay, I keep getting accused of being mean. Okay, and I think it's the same loser coming back on like 16 accounts and just because he sounds like the same kind of idiot. To be honest, I actually deleted his comment because, like, I'm just not into clown shows. So, like, if you've got something with substance to say it. But if you're going to sit there and just be participation trophy loser, keep it to yourself. Really. Like, there's nothing of substance to saying, "Oh, that was mean." First of all, the individual who ran the tank on the video where I critique empty fish tanks, okay? He responded to it. He appreciated the video. He took some. He definitely commented that he's big on one of the tips I gave him. He didn't mention anything about the other ones. We'll see what he chooses to do and what he doesn't choose to do. But you see, he accepted it for what it was. And if we're going to sit here and be too afraid to teach each other in this hobby, that's why it's become stagnant. Everybody's worried about their participation trophy, and they're not worried about the truth. Like, I literally made a video to help a guy who admitted that he's taking advice from other discus keeper, and despite that advice, he seemed to still be having problems. He actually took some losses, and because of that, one of my subscribers says, "Hey, maybe you can help this guy out. Go have a look." So I did, and then I made a video, and the person who got bent out of shape because I made that video and posted a comment about, "Oh man, we get it. You like discus." I mean, I know who you are already, and literally you can kiss my hairy, beep, okay? Because I'm not going to operate that way. If someone wants to criticize my fish keeping technique and they have something beneficial to share with me, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it, and I won't get all bent out of shape. And I'll actually thank the person because, you know what, I might learn something. I might learn something that's going to help me not lose fish that cost hundreds of dollars each. Okay? Okay? If the guy had a guppy tank, maybe I wouldn't have said anything. Because who cares? He's not going to be out anything if he loses a few guppies. And they reproduce so quickly. Who cares? I wouldn't speak up. But honestly, okay, he seemed to be a little, "Oh, I took some losses. I don't feel good about it." The video was labeled the worst video I ever made because he took losses. And then you're going to sit here and say that I'm some kind of jerk for trying to help the guy out. You see what's wrong with the FishTube culture right now? And you, sir, the guy who made that comment, you're a big part of that problem. And I know you're a fish tuber, okay, who's too cowardly to post from his own account. That's the, and that's what we got here. I post from my account. I make videos from my account. I tell you what I think, okay? And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. You just don't have to watch. You want to start accusing me of being this or that or this or that. GFY. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. I really don't care. Okay? If you want to cry because you're a woke retard, be a woke retard. No problem. Bring it on. Bring it on. I really couldn't care less. I will continue to run my channel the way I see fit. And that's all there is to it. And if someone wants to be insulted by it, I mean, I was kind to that guy. I like MD Fish Tanks. I've watched a few more of his videos. I love the way his tanks look. He achieves water clarity without UV. That's, and without Purigen apparently, and everything else. And that's, he knows what he's doing, and it works with 99% of the fish out there. But his approach currently with his Discus is hindering him. And I made a video that doesn't just help him if he chose to watch it, which he did. Okay, but it's also going to help everyone else out there who's considering Discus in a heavy planted tank. It's going to give them food for thought, and it's going to help them avoid some losses that they might otherwise experience. And losses with these fish, it's not fun. It hurts more than any other fish you've ever owned for a multitude of reasons. So, criticism. It can be taken negatively. It can be taken positively. But either way, criticisms are a good thing. And if we abandon them in society, everything's going to fall apart. We won't learn by blowing smoke up everyone's arse. We just won't. Get over yourselves. Get with the program. See, I'm just a say it how it is kind of guy. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. Why? 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 You see, this gentleman, he has someone giving him advice, but here's how it works, right? Like, he's doing it his way, and because the feel-good culture basically is like, oh, well, I don't want to insult him, so I'm not going to tell him what I'm thinking because it might hurt his feelings. So instead, I'm going to let him hurt his feelings indirectly, so that I don't get blamed, and I'm just going to let him sit there and watch his fish die. Right? That's what this culture is doing for people, right? Too afraid to help each other. So you keep your mouth shut so that nobody goes, oh, you're a meanie. And then people's fish he gets to sit there and watch his fish die because you're a coward and you're too afraid to say something that would help him or her if said person, decided to listen. And if they don't decide to listen, fine, at least you tried. But saying nothing makes you a coward. And nobody's served by it. Nobody's served by it. I mean, we've gotten to the point we can't even tell a joke anymore. A good joke. Everything that makes up a good joke is like, everybody, it's just thin-skinned, whiny people. You can't even tell a joke anymore. And people want to cancel culture you. And, yeah. It's hurting it's hurting everything in the world. And people need to shift gears. Stop being so damn sensitive. The world will cease to exist without criticisms, both positive and negative. Thicken your skin. Straighten up your spine. Behave like somebody with a backbone. That used to be a saying. That's gone now. No one's got backbone anymore. And it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. So no. No. If someone's struggling with their discus, and I think I can help them the way that I do things, I'm going to help them. I'll make a video and I'll point shit out. If that's calling someone out and hurting their feelings, well, I think watching their fish die hurts more. That's what I think. And I'd rather help their fish live. And I think that for those who were having problems, and I've helped many people already, okay, and now they're not having problems, they weren't figuring that out on their own. They needed some food for thought, and sometimes criticism is how you deliver it. Because there's no nice way to say some things. I mean, we can try as hard as we want, but if it's what someone doesn't want to hear, it's just not going to be received. So my view is I'm going to try. Person A doesn't have to take my advice, but you know what? There's going to be 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 other 100 other people that watch it, and they might learn something. That's what this place is about. That's what FishTube should be. And if you think it's you're helping people by blowing smoke up the world's arse, you got a thing or two to learn about life.